all that much. LGD is now up to level 6, and we're going to see it engagement on top. They want the Queen of Pain. The Chain Sun's coming down on Chuan. Enchantress does not have a heal up at the moment. It is going to come off cooldown, but he's sitting on no mana. Prophet TP's to the wrong position. Oh, he gets the Sprout though. Prophet will get the kill on Chuan, and in comes Slider as well. They're looking for a kill. Morphling dodges the wave. He gets stuck in trees. Oh, IG. I don't think they know though.
I don't think I put up the dire vision. They can't actually see him. That ward doesn't quite spot him. They think they know. Oh wait, they found him. They figured out he must be in there somewhere. And Prophet wisely destroying the trees. Now they can see he's on the run in the opposite direction. Waveforming out of there. And Crystal Man unfortunately getting brought down. Good gank there from the Dire.
Yeah, still used up a lot of Morphling's mana. Even though they didn't kill him, that's 2 waveforms. He's now down to pretty much no mana at all. So he's going to be playing very safe at this top lane until he does have another wave up. May even bring out that courier, try to refill that bottle with some bottle throwing. As yeah, mid lane Panda is up to level 6 now, level 7 in fact. Maybe going to look for a bit of initiation where he can use that ultimate. Because I don't think he's yet to pop it, I believe.
Yeah, he hasn't really bothered trying to chase down the Slider at the moment. So obviously Slider relatively tanky plus very damn quick. So he's not really bothered trying to... He has slightly edged him out in terms of farm, but he's really spamming the crap out of that Thunderclap a bit more than Slider has the opportunity to use his Crush. So he has been a little bit more ahead there, and it's also the Furon just setting the trains into the mix now. So yep, they're pretty even right now. Puck just slightly edging out Furion, I think. Furion up to 41.8. No, Furion, wow. No, Furion way more on the CS. Has double Puck in the CS, but he has got that early kill on him. But I think overall Puck is sort of winning that lane. Just a bit.
Well, he is. He does have the kill there, but that Prophet farm is something that, I mean, is going to help them out a lot. Prophet is getting very tanky. Early treads, early bracer, and can just keep in the bad situation. There we go, on mid, Chain Stuns on YYF. Isn't he going to go down? Yes, he does. He doesn't get a chance to pop the ulti, and now Chuan in trouble as well. Great Dream Coil, hits 4. There's a buyback from Brewmaster. He's going to come back in. They've taken down the VS and the Earthshaker. Great play from Ferrari on the puck. That Dream Coil, man.
Oh, yeah.
How big was that?
That could not have been any better timed. And I mean, Brewmaster's probably like, yep, you know what? I don't care. I'm glad I died there. You Muppets all tried to jump me, and look what happened. My team crushed you, and wow, Ferrari could not have timed that any better at all. Slider has picked up a build of Giant Tread. Looks like he'll be trying to build the fast treads at the moment. Is he crowing? His bottle is currently missing at the moment. I think he must have been crowing that. Looks like the Radiant will get this mid tower, though there isn't much of a defense being mounted, although it looks like they'll be trading for their bottom tower. Furion has just dropped that. And Slider's thinking about coming, but it's not really going to happen. He's just wasting a little bit of time. There he is, waiting for his bottle as well as his treads. They have returned. Puck now using Illusory Orb just to harass a bit more. I don't think, no, Dream Coil is not up, wouldn't have gone in, as we just lost. No, that is a spectator, never mind, I thought we might have lost one of the players there.
Well, and while they got that mid tower, the thing is, Prophet got bottom tower, so it was only a 1-for-1 tower trade, and the actual, I mean, the team fight, it went in IG's favour, but only by about one, I think, maybe 2 kills in their favour. I think it was a 3-for-1 trade. So, I mean, that was good for them, but they're still losing that bottom tower, LGD making sure they're not falling behind just because of one team fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Although, arguably, the mid tower at this point would be a little bit more worthwhile just because it's going to give them better map control. Whereas they weren't really using the bottom lane. Like, Morphling wasn't farming the bottom lane to begin with, so it's not a big loss in there. Where they were more invested in keeping him safe on the front. But how much farm has he actually received? He's up to 30. Oh, wow, he's behind. 33 and 6. LGD have done a good job of harassing him in this top lane. It hasn't really worked out in their favour all that much. There was a here Enchantress, possibly trying to take down BS, drops the stun there on the Sentinel, trying to get the hell out. She has been slowed massive. There's a stun from the Sentinel, and she will go down. Very easy kill. Queen of Pain still at the top lane. Park is here as well, though. I don't think she can really do a whole lot. Oh, there's a fight. The Crush goes down. The split from the Panda. It looks like we'll lose Slider. ES also on some serious trouble. There's a whirlwind there. On the ES, can he try and do some damage when he comes back down? It looks like he's in some serious trouble. Drops a Fissure. Has trapped in the CM. If anybody can try and jump her. No, she's just going to TP out. And Queen of Pain is unable to assist in this fight.
Yeah, really nice play there. Just using that Panda ultimate so well. And with that, I mean, IG pick up a couple more kills in their way. They want to take up this top tier 1 tower. And if they can get that, they'll be getting a lot of momentum going in their way. Prophet just trying to put pressure on the bottom. Going to go back down there. But I mean, Morphling is going to be probably just taking bottom lane because that's the safest place for him to farm. And he's not too worried just about the Prophet being there. Prophet's wanting us to play safe, especially if a gank is going to be coming in. And it looks like IG, though, will play it fairly safe at this top lane. Just back off now. Puck up to 1,600 gold. That's a blink dagger very, very soon.
Oh, wow. See, well, if you think that ult that Puck placed down was good before, just imagine once, because this is why Blink is just so damn good on Puck. Just allows him to place that ultimate. Really, really effective. And like you saw, a well-placed Dream Coil can pretty much decide a fight there. And then, as looks like Slider will move in, gonna just harass though a bit, try and grab some CS, not really thinking about going in. and trying to kill that Brewmaster. Can't do it on his own. Buron has ducked into the Radiant jungle. A little bit ballsy considering he doesn't have that much vision of the possible Radiant attack path, but they haven't been in their jungle, so I think he feels relatively safe, thinks that they're busy, because IG have been busy mostly trying to invade the LGD jungle, the Dire jungle, and trying to just get some kills by moving through there, so they haven't really been focusing on their jungle at all. Although we might see that...
This is a very safe place for Prof to be farming, because he knows with Morphling farming at that bottom tier 2 tower, there's no need for IG to be there protecting the Morphling. Morphling's not going to get ganked in that position, so if they're sitting behind him, they're just wasting time where they can be farming, putting on pressure in other lanes. So this is actually one of the safest possible places for Prophet to be farming, more or less, as he is now going to TP top. They want to get this top tier 1 tower, and it looks like IG not quite in position to defend it just yet.
Oh, well, they've got a couple of people on the way, but they won't be able to hold it off on themselves. Enchantress, as well as Crystal Maid, not going to be able to hold the 3 guys that are up here. 4 guys are up here, everybody except Slaughter up on the top for LGD. Just trying to push... Oh, wow. Did she mean to do that? Yeah, it's just like...
No, definitely not.
Just randomly heard the spice button, like, hang on, she's full health, what the hell? Throwing down the slow there, not really a whole lot happening, just threatening, really. And Puck... just going to clean up these creeps, doing a lot of damage. They did a lot of damage to the tower, though. They probably will get that on their next push. As I see Prophet porting to mid. Oh, okay, this is good mobility. They've managed to get all of the Radiant guys to try and defend top, and now Prophet immediately in the mid lane, going to try and push this down, forcing to use TPs. As Morphling going to try and hold off his creep wave. He'll manage it. He'll hold him off nice and easily, but porting for that bottom lane.
Have a Blink Dagger now. He's got Blink Dagger and a double damage rune, so if he can get in there and get that off, the problem is Puck is still very squishy.
Gods has gone robot. Hang on, and you've gone robot. I've just got to fix this right now. Okay. Nobody's fighting. I'll just tell them now in chat. Okay, so guys, if you can hear me talking right now and his mic still hasn't been fixed, please let me know. And I will do it. I will attempt once again. It's mid tower does go down, but Gods, well, might as well say something. We'll check whether the mic's working.
Yeah, hopefully it is working better now, guys. It is a problem that occasionally happens because of XSplit.
It's not Skype. People are blaming Skype. That is XSplit. See Puck
has gone in on ES and Colt's on a drink, but Puck actually going to get caught out doing that. As he was completely alone, going to 3 heroes. Queen of Pain now looking for more. Are they going to go in this? Prophet ultimate going in. They get Enchantress down nice and low, but it looks like Panda, CM, and Enchantress will just back off.
Yeah, IG had no vision on the bottom lane, so the Puck saw, oh, maybe I can kill this. Didn't realize there were going to be quite that many opponents, and did it get jumped on pretty swiftly and locked down. I know people are complaining in the chat. That is an XSplit problem, guys. It's just something that happens with the broadcasting software every now and then. Butt step, as Nine Jellyfish calls out. So yeah, it should be fixed for them in about 1 minute from now. Just because remember, we do have a 2 minute delay. So whenever problems like that crop up, 2 minute delay for us to fix them. Yeah, alright, I'm watching them flip. They're flipping. Brilliant. Sadly, you try to say, it's okay guys, it'll fix too busy. He gets lost and people are too busy screaming. Oh wow.
Yeah, we may have to reduce the delay a bit for some future streams just to avoid this happening, as there has been a smoke into Roshan. LGD want to take this. They've got the amp damage. They've got the minus armor from Vengeful Spirit. Actually, no, they haven't. They haven't gone Maven Terror. They've gone for the Vengeance Aura, giving them the plus damage instead. So a bit of an unorthodox Vengeful Spirit build, but we'll see just how that goes. They will get a free Roshan out of this.
Yeah, well, they get the free Roshan. I'm just gonna... Yeah, there we go. It is fixed. It is fixed. Yeah, okay, it's fixed now. Awesome. Remember, any 2 minute delay, guys. Anything that you say in the chat will take at least 2 minutes for us to act upon it. As Morphling just waveforming illusions there. Real Queen of Pain is God knows where. She's in the mid lane, just busy farming right now. She's picked up treads, a couple of null talismans as well. 67, a little bit behind on the CS, but then again, they were sort of clashing and just skirmishing a lot in that top lane. Got a bunch of kills early on as well. Vengeful Spirit, nothing much. Looks like she's going to be building an urn. Prophet has got that. Wow, okay, I didn't notice this. Prophet has a mech. Prophet has a mech as well as a Medallion of Courage.
Really strong. I mean, this is a strong early game Prophet build. He's got so much farm. That mech is going to give his team the survivability they need. And Medallion, great for whoever they focus. You've got the minus armor from Slada as well as Prophet. IG are up top looking to make something happen. IG have actually gone for a bottle on all 3 lanes, which is something which is fairly typical for these Chinese teams. A bottle is just such a nice, cheap item, giving you both HP and mana regen. Even if you can't fill it up all that often, it's still worth getting. As whenever the courier brings you an item, if your bottle's empty, just send it back to base, and later on you can re-pick up the bottle. As now IG, they want to push on forward. They've got Morphling in front. He's gone for a straight ultimate orb, possibly for a Linkers, although I know some of these teams just go first item Skadi on Morphling.
Wow, seriously? Well, yeah, I'm kind of expecting Linkers just because it's what we've seen just about every time we've had Morphling picked up. Except for a couple of, I think one match we casted was it just rushed straight to their Thrill Blades, or dominating so hard. But yeah, I'm definitely expecting links. Also because it just helps stop some of these single target disables, like getting swapped out of position, that sort of stuff. So I am kind of expecting that, but we'll see. We'll see. Slider now does have the Aegis on him. He's only got Power Treads at the moment. Does have 1,700 gold, so I kind of think we're going to see a Blink Dagger for him just for some counter initiation. They don't want to always be getting jumped by the puck. That would be very, very frustrating. But they can get some good crushes off, just cause a whole bunch of damage, and follow up, you know, even with the ES to Fissure, pretty much just lock the entire team down if at all possible. ES got his arcane boots though.
Yeah, he's got those arcane boots, it's going to give him a lot more Fissure to actually spam out in these fights, and that's going to help out his team a lot as well. Slada, though, trying to get up that Blink Dagger, up to 1,800 gold. Going to have it fairly soon. This is what we've been seeing most Sliders do, just go Treads bottle straight into Blink Dagger for the initiation. I mean, it's not a very tanky side. You don't have the BKB, you don't have the Vanguard, but they're just relying solely on his initiation, then backing him up with spells like the Fissure and Queen of Pain blinking in, and even the Prophet Mech.
Yeah, even the Prophet Mech, like just basically blink in, crush, drop the Fissure behind him. ES can do his thing, Queen of Pain can jump in all over them. By the time the stuns have finished, they would have caused a massive amount of damage to the point where hopefully IG will be thinking about retreating rather than duking out. And if he's really in trouble, they can always throw in a swap out for good mix. Yeah,
no, absolutely. They've got the swap to whoever does get into a bad position here. Panda, though, has a Blink Dagger of his own, and that's going to be giving IG the initiation they need. It's interesting, both Solar Meat Heroes just going straight for Blink, and there we go, Queen of Pain in trouble, the silence. He blinks out just in, no, not in time. The Puck coil break, I believe, the damage sealed the deal there, and blink on both Puck and Panda. I mean, just getting that kill on a hero like Queen of Pain with the silence, and now we see Sada has finished off his Blink Dagger.
Yeah, it looks like this lineup, it really feels like the initiation, the Alpha Strikers can play such a huge role in this particular matchup. We saw, or even just counter initiation, like we saw the Slater, like the Dire team get completely dominated by that Dream Coil. It's going to come down to where they can place these initiations, such counter initiations. It's going to cause a massive amount of carnage. Puck, though, with the treads, hasn't really got a whole lot of cash. Another 500 gold saved up. Enchantress also not that rich by the looks of things. Hasn't managed to farm that much. Has been pretty active in that jungle. Just looking at individual GPMs at the moment. Yeah, Chuan definitely looking like a bit of a soft support there. 204 GPM at the moment. Wow. Nature's Prophet up on 400 already. Although Morphling has been doing pretty well. 360 himself. I see the Fissure now just harassing him back. And really, IG, they're looking at pushing this tower. But the defense is being mounted, so I don't think they're going to get it unless they can win this clash. Prophet is up in the top lane, but he can port in, obviously, whenever needed. And despite their kill advantage, IG are actually slightly behind by about 500 gold, and that's largely because of how farmed this Prophet is getting. It's similar to what happened with MUFC versus LGD. LGD had a huge tower lead and kill lead, but MUFC were only slightly behind in gold because Prophet is just such a great hero to farm all across the map, push down some towers, and just use that ultimate to not really fall behind in terms of gold earned. So right now, LGD actually slightly ahead. They've got some nice core items coming up, but this game's still very much in the balance, I feel. They just slightly fell behind on GPM as they allowed that tower to drop. They didn't actually, they actually let it go. Slater thought he actually tried to jump the Enchantress, went in, stunned, popped down the amp damage, and then decided to back out, realizing he was a little bit overextended. So I think it was smart for him falling back from there, because he would have been in some serious trouble if he got slowed there. Now he has maxed that sprint, leaving on level on bash. This is a pretty common build. I know some people are still in the very old mindset where you do not get bash early at all. You don't even level it. But in all honesty, ever since the sprint changes, it is quite okay to grab that early level in bash. So, I mean, try not to hate on... I mean, I see this too many times for pub players. It's just... Somebody posts a guy with get one level of bash early, and there's an immediate stream of rage from 90% of people and instant downvotes everywhere. Oh, please don't do that.
You get the 1 point in bash, because that bash, whenever you're trading hits with a hero like Brewmouse, if you get a bash, it's a lot of extra damage and can set up a kill sometimes. It's here to go. LG on mid, blink stun on Chuan, the chain stun is there, Chuan will not get a chance to pop up the heal. Panda Puck though with the counter initiation, nice Dream Call, hits 2, Panda going to pop the ulti, down goes Venture Fruit, down goes Slater, and ES, great Cyclone coming out from YYF, and ES going to pop the ultimate. He's going to go down here though, cannot TP out. Great counter gank coming from IG.
They absolutely dominated them there, and that counter initiation once again. The mobility from the Blink Daggers is just so damn fantastic, and I'm honestly not sure if Slardar can afford this. He's just not tanky enough, I feel, to be able to just sort of try.
He had the Aegis there. He didn't actually die. He lost the Aegis and then blinked away. So it was still a nice fight for IG. But yeah, Slardar is very squishy.
Yeah, I just don't feel like like you saw before in that bottom lane, he went in, realised, okay, I'm in enemy territory, my teammates aren't really that close, the blinkers could be all over me in a second, and just like we saw this time around where he didn't pull out, just was too deep in enemy territory, I feel. Just a little bit too far into just sort of try and fight like that.
And Morphling has bought something. We'll have to find out just what. Is he going for that Skadi? I mean, I don't know what's on the courier here, but it's something that these teams do.
It is a Skadi, you are correct. Your hunch, sir.
It's not so much a hunch, it's more like an informed guess.
Alright.
But yeah, LGD, at the moment, I mean, this Morphling is a hero that has not really been shut down all that well. And that Skadi gives him so much survivability. I mean, he can also do a lot of damage because he can be sitting on a lot of agi, but then just start morphing away to strength. He has even more stats that he can morph around with. And that'll really help him out as LGD. They're looking for another smoking. I think they're starting to realize that this Morphling, despite the gold being fairly even, slightly in IG's way, they know they need to make something happen. Blink, no stun, on pass, blinks away. Great reactions coming out from Ferrari. I mean, so far, man, he has been the one, I mean, sort of MVP for IG so far.
I would definitely agree. And yeah, they do want it. LGD, they know the clock's ticking. They need to make something happen or just sort of gain some kind of lead, because going to the late game versus a stacked Morphling with no real answer on their team is going to be very problematic. So they don't want to really be going to the late game on an even footing, I think. They just want to have that kind of advantage on their side if they can make it happen. And maybe that's why we've seen them be very, like, they've been going deep into enemy territory looking for those ganks. Even the lane, it just hasn't paid off for them yet. That last gank on Enchantress didn't really pay off, and then Puck, obviously, just with his fast reactions, just zipping out of there. Of course, Puck, one of the more annoying heroes to try and chase down.
Yeah, oh, no, absolutely. I mean, if Puck has, I mean, playing with no delay, you can phase shift before that Slardar stun hits because of the casting animation, and that's just what Ferrari did. And now, Brewmaster has picked up some tread, so he's just trying to help tank himself up a little bit. As what is Puck going to be building? Has some actually tread, 1600 gold, hasn't bought anything as of yet. So a lot of this, they're just sort of waiting for Morph to get more and more farm. And Enchantress has picked up a point boost. They're going to be going for that Aghanim Scepter slowly, as IG doing a smoke of their own. Definitely something LGD have in their favor is that these Roshans, we saw last time, even though they didn't have a big advantage at the time, being on that die side, they can easily take down Rosh and get the free Aegis.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Now this smoke gang for IG moving in. The pop down award. Wait, is Enchantress actually smoked up? Yeah, she is smoked up. It's just my graphics are being buggy as per usual. Prophet porting out. I'm not sure if he knew there was trouble coming. Actually, no, he just decided to go and farm the top lane since it was pushing up. And this lane, relatively, well, the dire bottom lane pushed up massively. And they're actually just going to, IG decide, you know what, screw it, we might as well be. We're here anyway. Got nothing to do. Smoke's about to run out. Let's just steal that Ancient as a group.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, make their trip to the enemy side of the map a bit less wasteful, as now they are going to back off. Morph will farm away at bottom. They'll farm out there and newts a bit, and right now, yes?
Did we call the BKB on Queen of Pain?
Oh no, that's a new pickup there. Just recently bought by the looks of her gold, so maybe LGD are going to want to use this to make something happen. This is similar. This is the exact same build Burning did, just straight BKB, simply because of how easily Queen of Pain can get locked down.
Oh yeah, she does not like that at all. Not one bit. I'm really worried about this Morph now. He's up to another 1200 gold. I'm just looking at individual GPM right now. He's up to 400. He's being left alone. He's gradually increasing his GPM. Prophet, though, definitely the one to watch over for farm. And that Morphling is just going to terrorize him. And Prophet actually grabbing a Maelstrom. I don't think I've seen that one getting, like, he's probably going for the Mjolnir. I don't think I've seen that on him before.
I have, but only a couple days ago. When this is the build MUFC did, where they got the Maelstrom on Prophet and used him as sort of a mid to late game carry. And I mean, if you look at the Dire team, they haven't got much DPS. They've got Slardar, but Slardar as a melee hero, Prophet's a better late game hero than the Slardar in many ways, simply because you have the teleport, not to mention the ranged attack. So Prophet is going to be going for some DPS here, and we'll see just what Prophet wants to get, whether you want to complete the Mjolnir or just go for some other DPS item. But right now, Prophet's starting to hit hard and getting a lot of farm going as well.
Yeah, he might actually, I mean, he's had a lot of farm. They might actually, I mean, with a negative armor stack, maybe they can do a whole bunch of damage to Morphling. We'll find out. This waveform in on top of the Prophet. Prophet, they're just going to sprout. And he's just going to try. Oh, he did not want to do that. He was not trying to catch the Morphling. They will TP out successfully, though. Fortunately, the cooldown on Morphling stuns are not fast enough to prevent him from that. Queen of Pain now skirmishing with an enchanted creep from Enchantress. But yes, that Morphling going to be so damn scary. I'm just wondering, will he pick up this Ethereal Blade later, just because his shotgun is so powerful?
Yeah, it really can be. If he picks up that as his next item, he can get it around the 30 to 32 minute mark, and that could be, yeah, very powerful against, I mean, Shotgun ES or the Vengeful Spirit. Both those heroes very squishy and will go almost instantly down to that combo. Or you could just go for some late game items, whether it's the Butterfly, Mantisal, something just to use all those stats, attack speed and damage from the Skadi that he's going to get. And I mean, Zoo right now, looking very good to carry this game.
Yeah, well, both teams being a little defensive now at the moment. I think Prophet's really the only one pushing up all that hard. IG did take a run on Slider, but again, too fast on the blink. Just getting the hell out of dodge before getting pinned down. So they might need something else. And Cheryl's actually going for an Urn actually right now. I think she's picked up double crushing, double gauntlets. So I think we'll see an Urn out of her. She's also grabbed herself a cloak, but I think that's just purely for the magic resistance. I don't think she's going for the full pipe. As again, the Rosh being done, and they might actually try and sneak this. Queen of Pain jumping in there, Slider also blinking. They're just going to try and sneak this Rosh out. Very smart, I think. Although, do IG suspect anything?
Quick. If IG, maybe if they had ridden down the first Rosh timing, they might know. But by the looks of it, they're not moving in, so they're not going to get there in time. Now they ping, but by now it is too late. LGD going to get this Roshan.
Yep, sneaking another Rosh. As I'm just checking the GPM, still slightly in favour of the die. Not by much. This is still a very even game. The only thing that might offset it is that Morphling going into the late game. So I just am a little worried about LGD's chances against the stack Morph in the late game. But then again, Prophet is getting relatively far. And maybe they can stack enough neg armor. It might be enough to bring him down. We've seen it happen before. We've seen the super farmed hard carries get taken. And Morphling, I don't know, if you're getting some weird graphic glitches as well. Morphling appears to keep shifting blues for me.
He's looking okay for me, but maybe it's something to do with that Skadi, I don't know. But right now, I think IG are in slightly better position, but definitely very even. I mean, the Die team are actually up by about 1k gold, partly because of the couple of roast kills they've gotten, and that Prophet just really dominating the farm. And is that a gem? No, not a gem, just some sentry wards coming from LGD. They're going to deward the bottom river, try and deny IG from as much vision as possible, get the map control in their favor, and that's really going to help heroes like ES farm up a Blink Dagger and Prophet just continue to farm. Prophet going to go for a BKB now, as he's got enough gold for it, but he's not going to buy it instantly. Maybe just trying to save, make sure he has that buyback, play as safe as possible here. Possibly indeed. As oh no, he has just grabbed the Mithril Hammer as well. Morphling though has sitting on about 3.3k gold. I'm thinking we might see an Eagle Song out of him in just a second. That is my hunch right now. As that Prophet decided, you know what, once the BKB he has grabbed up, that will definitely help out in this fight. So make sure he doesn't get shut down really hard by the disables. So even Queen of Pain also grabbing herself an Ultimate Orb. I think we'll see a Hex out of her pretty soon. Yeah, Sheepstick is probably going to be the item of choice here. With the BKB, you don't really need any more survivability from something like a Lincoln's here. Although, I mean, we have seen a Manta style coming out on Queen of Pain by Mushi. Something tells me it's not going to be that way. The Sheepstick is nice against Morphling. Even Puck it's good against, because Puck is just so good at evading kills with Phase Shift, Blink, and the Illusionary Orb. So getting a Sheep to make sure you can lock him down can be very useful. And even the Brewmaster, disabling him, preventing him from using the ulti when you initiate on him can be necessary. Here, IG, they find Slardar and Vengeful Spirit, both the drop. Great smoke gang coming in. Panda uses the ultimate, but by now, LGD have already gone out. No, the Aegis is there. Slardar going to blink to the high ground. Quick fingers, and it looks like Sylar will live here. Yeah, he will get away. They didn't manage to spread that. That's why the Panda sort of seemed to back up for a second. He was trying to spread the net and try and prevent that blink out, because they knew it was going to happen. Because that's what Slardar did last time when he ganked mid. Got killed in the end, and just waited for the respawn off the Aegis and then blinked out. So they didn't quite manage to spread the net quite far enough. So might be able to get away here. Oh no, wait, no. So on the attack, there's Prophet is going to get out. Just using the Sprat more effectively this time. But the Dive do grab this bottom tower. The port's coming just a little bit too late. Queen of Pain not just bottom tower, they also got top tower, so they got 2 tier 2 towers. So LGD, good win for them. They lost an Aegis, they lost a support here, but getting 2 towers out of that, I'd say that's a trade slightly in their favor, and that just goes to show what these Chinese teams prioritize. They'll take a smoke gank like that, and instantly they react by pushing down 2 tier 2 towers, as IG just weren't in position to do anything about it. And with that, I mean, drops to this is 31 minutes in, and it's only a 2k gold difference. That is absolutely nothing separating these two teams. Morphling at top, though, trying to make it bigger, trying to be the deciding factor. He's gone for a Yasha, so it looks like it's going to be a Manta style coming on him. Fair enough. There's some people asking, what is this thing here? This is the Eye of Skadi.
That is the Eye of Skadi in Morphling's inventory right there. I'm just bringing it up so you can see it. Do read the chat while we cast. Slater appears to be grabbing himself a BK. I definitely think he needs this. So whenever he can blink in, then he doesn't have to worry about immediately getting counter disabled by Puck Enchantress, or even just the flat out the Brewmaster. Always a pain in the ass. Or even just getting frostbitten.
He's actually managed to pick up a decent amount of farm. He's going to have BKB fairly soon. He's not actually had the best game so far, but he's only got the one death. So that just goes to show Slater at mid. I mean, not having that much farm, not really getting shut down quite a bit. I mean, getting ganked, but both times he had the Aegis. Because of the Aegis, he's not been dying, and he's also going to have that BKB up in about 200 gold. Although right now, IG pushing forward, and now LGD without that BKB on Slater, I think they're just going to let some towers drop here.
Well, I think, yeah, they might just sacrifice it down, because at the moment, Prophet is threatening the top racks, and Queen of Pain busy pushing the bottom lane as well, so they might just go, you know what, don't really need this all that much. Just let it go, and yeah, Orange is Crystal Maiden moving back, trying to defend. Prophet, I'm thinking, will probably head back to base if they're in... Well, no, he's probably not actually, because these guys are IG, they haven't really decided to push past that second tower, and actually, I mean, they're not in too much of a rush. Currently, LGD, they do hold one extra tower over IG, so they're feeling okay, and they have sort of threatened the racks a little bit. And they're just going to keep, I think they're just going to keep Prophet chipping away at those towers, causing trouble as much as possible. And just, like we saw, I think, oh, which game was it? Oh, I can't remember. It was that game with Prophet just would not allow them to push out of the base. So damn frustrating for them. It was last, I think it was last week. It was,
yeah, I can think of the same game. Yeah. I can't remember. Was it the one with, I think it might have been SQL, even with Prophet?
Yeah, that could have been it.
I can't remember exactly, but yeah, we've seen Prophet being used so late on, at this point in the game where Prophet has been farming well, has those items, you can't really kill or gank. Prophet going to pick up an ultimate orb now, going for a Sheepstick as well, going to give him a lot of teamfight presence. And I mean, even, oh wow, CM's actually picked up a mech here, so CM going for that utility item just to help out her team. And I mean, both teams getting relatively farmed with all these towers going down, even the supports are getting up items, and that's something that's very typical with the Chinese Dota. They don't like to have 2 under-farm supports. They like to get the items up. We see Blink Dagger on a yes. Vengeful Spirit with an Urn Embracer, a bit under-farm, but the Radiant team, Mech on the Crystal Maiden, and Enchantress getting close to an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, well, I would expect this to be slightly unfair. She has been getting ganked a lot. Somewhat courtesy to their ES. But yeah, she has been she's been the weak link, the one that they can pick off really easily. So she has been getting focus fired in the fight. She has got that Urn though, which is going to help out the team quite a bit. Always nice, and she might actually pick up some drums in a second as well. Obviously, gives nice stats. She has that bracer, so she can grab it for a team later if they so desire. ES though has his blink up and running, so he can cause some hell now, but still low levels. This is the main issue. It's 35, almost 34 and a half minutes in, and he's level 9. Not even that close to the level 2 ultimate. So I think it would be good if, like, just go on stacks and creeps, whatever, just basically quickly boost up his ultimate. At least get that level 2 in case the Radiant decide they want to make a run on this mid racks. That would be absolutely excellent to have that level 2 ult, because right now level 1 doesn't do all that much, especially this late into the game, I feel.
Yeah, but whenever they go mid, Prophet immediately reacts by sort of poking away at top. Doesn't even have to do any damage to that tower. Just by showing at top, he's going to force... Yeah, there's already a TP coming from Morphling, and that's going to happen every time he goes to pressure this lane. Morphling can always leave a replicate behind if the other 4 heroes want to push, but they do risk being initiated on. As now Puck looking for a bit of a counter gank at top. Prophet, of course, BKB going to be near impossible to kill here.
I agree. Definitely looks that way. Another 2.6 counter Prophet. Yeah, he's getting very close. I don't think LGD will really try and make a move until they... Well, they've got the BKB on Slater, but I don't think they'll try and make a move until Prophet and Queen of Pain finish their hexes, just because it's going to be so damn good for controlling Morphling. And he's definitely the one they've got to watch out for at this point in time. He's got the Mantis style up and running, got another 1,000 gold in the bank. I was wondering if he could almost afford just going for a BKB now, because otherwise he's going to suffer. There we go, the blink in. Morphling in a little bit of trouble, just gets spotted up by that amp damage, and all of those stuns being stacked on him. I honestly think if they're going to focus fire him like that in a team fight, he's going to want a BKB, especially once the hexes get rolled out.
Yeah, it will definitely help, but the thing is, most of that damage ended up being physical damage, simply because they just do so much right-click damage. The ES was more there for the... I mean, he used his ulti, he used all his spells, but they didn't do a huge amount of damage. It was more for the lockdown to prevent him from waving out. Yeah, the ES lockdown, the VS stun, the Slayer stun. Now they're going to have Sheepstick. They've already got a Sheepstick up on Queen of Pain, and Prophet now 500 gold or so away from it. Could just probably cast that ultimate and get that 400 or 500 gold, and with that, they're going to look for another Rosh. And they're not waiting just for the Sheepstick, but they want the Aegis and Cheese as well, and with that, it's going to be very hard for IG to hold out, I feel.
I agree. Like, it's going to be, once they get the Aegis and the chips, I do agree, it's going to be their moment. It's going to, like, they've got the towers pushed down. It's going to be their moment to take a run at Iraq. Sure, if they don't pull it off, no big deal, keep trying, but right then, in that moment, while Morphling is still vulnerable, getting locked down, I think that is definitely their time to shine. Especially since they've got those BKBs on the Heroes Need. They've got the BKB on the Slider, they've got the BKB on the Queen of Pain, and obviously Prophet got his as well, so they can't really just sort of try and cover him with the Brewmaster just brawling in amongst them, or even the Frostbites, or even any of the lockdowns. It's just not going to sufficiently protect that Morphling once they can get on top of him and just shut him down. Of course, there still is extra damage. I mean, have we finished the Arganims? Oh no, they haven't finished the Arganims on Enchantress yet. She's not that farmed, actually. She's actually sub 200 GPM, alright.
Wow, that is a poor Enchantress, and that's hurting them. I mean, Enchantress is someone they need to be fairly tanky. Later on in the game, Enchantress can do DPS, but you need to have the survivability. You need to just be sitting as far as you can on the side of the team, edge of the team fights, just throwing those impetuses. Otherwise, I mean, if they want to focus Enchantress will drop so damn quick with all their minus armor from Slardar, Vengeful Spirit, and the Prophet Medallion. Oh, actually, no, Prophet sold the Medallion.
Oh,
so.
Wait, what?
No, I mean, just to sort of make some room there, as he does want to have that TP scroll in there, so not too surprised by that.
Fair enough, then he might actually even finish off the Mjolnir next. I think it's still a Maelstrom. Mjolnir looks a little bit different. So blink in though, the Brewmaster jumps and Morphling waveforming. Puck also jumping on top. The down goes Slider. Queen of Pain popping the BKB, popping the Sonic Wave. And the BKB is coming out from the Prophet as well. They're going to back up. The Brewmaster though still brawling, moving and trying to give chase. VS is going to get picked off really fast unless she suicides a teammate in instead of herself. Decides, you know what? I'll take the hit for my team. Not going to be doing something silly as the Dream Core goes down. Oh, Puck didn't use the Dream Core. My God, I thought he blew that.
Wow,
ES is down.
That is a fantastic Dream Core. And now there's buybacks though. Morphling getting sheep needs to be careful here, but he's still alive. Prophet will get taken out. And IG winning a huge team fight. LGD just waiting around too much, trying to get that Roshan, and this is the same curse that happened against MUFC. They played it very slow, they didn't put on enough pressure, and in the end, they get jumped like that.
That initiation was fantastic. Getting those pickups, the mobility from the Radiant, just so damn good, and unfortunately for LGD, they got picked up, but it looks like they're going to hold here. It's not going to matter too much. Oh, they're just going to steal Roshan while they're waiting, and this is going to be a bit of a blow indeed. Once Morphling gets his hand there, they've even cleared that spot of Morphling's bench. He said, alright, here we go, going to grab this for you. Going to cause some trouble, and LGD unable to mount a defense on Rosh, just thanks to Prophet being dead. He doesn't have enough money for buyback either. So you have easy Rosh for IG. They're going to grab this on Morphling. Going to grab that Aegis. Is it cheese time? Yes, it is cheese time as well. Who's going to grab that?
Need to pick that up quickly.
It's going to
pick it up before someone goes in to steal it. Crystal Maiden just for now. You can always pass the cheese to someone else, so it's probably not going to stay there. And we'll see just who does end up getting it. As Slardar does get a kill, they take out the Puck at mid.
What was
Didn't
Puck
see
doing?
exactly what happened there.
Puck just tried to fight like 4 people, and even Chuan said, oops. They might have called, yeah, go, and then got, actually, no. And Puck by then saying, but I'm already in, guys. I'm already in, you know, balls deep. Kind of need a hand here.
I think Puck just got caught out. They used at least one sheep to get that kill. I think maybe multiple sheeps. As with the sheep and the chain stuns, Puck very squishy here. And now they are going to push on back. Puck no buyback here, so 30 seconds, no Puck. LGD do have some strong heroes, but they're going to be up against Aegis and Cheese, as Aegis is on the Morphling. Morphling up to 4k gold as well. What is he going to buy here? Maybe BKB, like you said earlier.
It wouldn't hurt. I think it wouldn't hurt. Earthshaker has picked his level 2 Echo Slam now, so it's going to do a little bit more damage. But yeah, definitely the biggest fear for him is getting locked down in the fights. But then again, I mean, he's got the Aegis. Maybe he feels he has time to just grab another damage item, then gets... Oh, you know, he's got the BKB net right now. I see it there. He did indeed grab it up just then. How much... Yeah, he just bought it. He's down to 130 gold, so yeah, definitely bought it just then. But next up, I mean, Ethereal Blade, Butterfly, he's got a lot of options. He's got some options open to him.
It's too late really for Ethereal Blade to be viable, and it's one of those items that the Chinese, almost every team in the world gets it, except some of these Chinese teams. I mean, they used to sort of go a bit for Lincolns into Ethereal Blade, but they just prefer to get him up nice and tanky, be a nice right-click damager. They're not sort of relying on a shotgun morph.
Here's one thing, I seem to remember in Dota 1 that Skadi was not technically an orb on ranged heroes.
Yeah.
So he would be able to stack the lifesteal with it, in this case.
Yeah, it says it's describing it as a passive in Dota 2, so I guess it means it's not actually an orb.
Fair enough. So, I mean, he could just try and pick up some lifesteal for the late game if he really feels like it's necessary, but then again, he's not really going to get into a huge right-click battle with anybody in particular, so maybe he'll decide just to go for some pure damage on top of it. I don't know. This is definitely... I mean, every single Morphling we've seen to date so far in this has pretty much been... It's just shotgun, 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 shotgun.
I'd say at this point he's just going to go for a butterfly. The evasion will be useful against Slardar, Prophet, even the Queen of Pain. Some just evasion thrown in there could really help him out now at this point. So I think the Ethereal Blade is just too late to get it.
Oh, no, yeah, definitely. You're right, it is a bit late to get those matches to try and mass nuke. And just the pure right-click damage that he could be doing this late in the game is going to be tremendous. At the moment, he's hitting for about 230 a swing. Just gets another damage item. He's going to become incredibly scary. Dropping the illusions down. Just going to beat down this tower. We have got the defense ready, though, from LGD. But the Radiant, they've got the cheese. They've got the Aegis. They're going to cause some mass damage. Mech being popped by the Radiant. It looks like they're going to just do some damage to the tower and back up, I guess. I think they're just waiting for that moment they can get those initiations. Because as we've seen, the initiations from IG have been huge. If they can just hope. I think they're just hoping LGD might just pop out of the base a little bit. But LGD know that's a big issue at the moment. See how well they're spread out? Just make sure they're not all going to get caught by that Dream Core. Not all going to get caught by the Silence. Just being very, very careful. Earthshaker sitting right far on the flank, making sure he's the least likely target to get jumped there. The swap out though. Morphling getting swapped in. He's in some serious trouble. The BKBs have been popped. He gets taken out. The Aegis is up though. BKB is being popped by the Dire. Chris Nova gets thrown in. There's the Echo Slam, taking out the Brewmaster alone. Wow.
Brewmaster blinked in and got sheeped immediately, and now Slardar are going to clean up the CM, and they're chasing for more. Great sheepstick onto the Brewmaster, who's now forced to buy back. Morphling going to turn around and take out Slardar by the looks of it. He's going to wave on and get one kill. He's popped the BKB, taking out the ES as well with that BKB, and now Vengeful Spirit in a bit of trouble. No, going to turn around, go for the Prophet with the BKB. Looks like he's just going to go down to the sheer right-click damage. Zoo doing too much damage. Now in a bit of trouble though, as Slardar has actually bought back. Nature's Prophet buys back. They want this Morphling. The chain buyback. The Enchantress and Pettis doing a lot of damage though in the middle. Enchantress will drop. And Panda is back in the action. Does have an ulti, I believe. He gets sheeped again before he can ulti.
Oh
YYF not having the best of luck, but he will get it off now. They take out Prophet. They want more. They maybe want to get this Vengeful Spirit. As, man, this never-ending teamfight, it seems like.
I know people complain about the Chinese metagame, but this is all the fun because this late in the game it comes down to some massive team battles. As the Brewmaster still split, causing some trouble, well winning the Slardar, but we have lost Puck, Morphling, as well as Enchantress. I don't think he can keep this up. He will go down, has just pushed in a little bit too deep, and now it's only Crystal Maiden left alive on the Radiant side, busy defending this bottom lane. And LGD, they hold. And I think, I've got to say, great swap there from the VS, triggering that entire fight, picking off the Morphling's Aegis straight away. That was definitely a fantastic suicide, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the fight lasted for a good minute and a half, and it was just both teams going, sort of getting a couple of kills, then backing off, then the other team buying back, getting a couple of teams, then the other team buys back. It was just never ending. And in the end, Morphling, I mean, that was Morphling and Brewmaster going in to the tier 3 tower looking for kills, and they both died without actually getting anything from it. So a bit of a mistake coming from those two, and definitely IG going to be kicking themselves for being a bit overly aggressive there. Puck, though, looking to charge forward, has got the sheepstick. Cheese is sitting at base, though. The Crystal Maiden was just holding it for safekeeping, and that's going to go straight to that Morphling now.
I was kind of expecting LGD to bum rush a bit and just try and force the buyback from Morphling. He has got enough cash for it, but I guess they decided, you know what, let's pull back, play it safe, try and get these hexes. Oh, actually, no, she's already got one done. Queen of Pain grabbing another Mystic Staff. Looks like she'll be grabbing herself a Shiva's in the near future. Just looking, Vengeful Spirit, still not a whole lot, has been struggling just a bit, but the gold still in LGD's favour. They have not really relinquished the gold since about the 20-minute mark. They've grabbed it and then held on to the gold lead. Then looking at the XP chart as well. XP chart though in favour of IG. They are leading on XP.
Yeah, they're slightly ahead, but it's only around 2-3k gold lead, XP lead. The gold grab, 4k gold. I mean, at this point, that's, I mean, quite big, but that's largely coming down to having 2 extra towers. They've also got the extra Roshan kill, as that's going to sort of make up the gold difference. In terms of farm, both teams, I feel, are very even. Brewmaster, though, needs to get up that Aghanim step. The last fight, he actually only had, he was at level 15 at the start of the fight, so I'm not sure when he popped the ulti, if he hit the level 3 ulti yet. But he's just got the level 3 ulti recently and is going to have the Ag Scepter in 1k, but that he keeps buying back, which is really slowing down his farm. This Brewmaster, a bit poor at the moment.
Indeed. And I mean, it's just late in the game that we've seen it happen before. The split is not that effective. The primal split not hugely effective in the late game just because it can get focused down. I killed a little bit too quick. Although in this case, they don't have as much AoE damage, so it might be okay. We'll see how it goes. I should also mention Puck causing some trouble last fight with that Hex. Very, very nasty. They found themselves in a regenerate at the bottom line. There's nobody here to gank. They were looking for the Vengeful Spirit. She has also got herself a Ghost Scepter, which will help her out if she's getting well, basically the Morphling's trying to beat her head in. As Enchantress has got that Arganims as well. I think she picked that up after the last team battle, if I remember correctly. She can cause a ton of damage with that. Now, did they burn the cheese as well? Cheese, I'm looking for it, probably getting passed around. Who's got it?
Morphling.
Oh.
It's gone Morphling now. The Crystal Man left at base. Morphling, when he respawned, picked it up. So he used up the Aegis last fight, but now he's going to have a cheese. Needs to just be careful he does not get sheep swapped in and then sort of change sheep like he did last time. Because right now, if he gets swapped in, he's in a lot of trouble. Although he can, if he's quick, instantly pop the BKB or the Manta Star when he gets swapped. But he has to be very, very quick.
And this was smart from Morphing, dropping the Replicate with his team, leaving the Replication with his team while he goes back to defend. Now he can come back instantly if necessary, and we'll just sneak in a bit of extra farm time. And he's not wasting any time while you see a lot of the LGD players just sort of getting around, mustering for a defense that they don't really need to mount just yet, but they're not sure because they don't have that much vision. In fact, LGD, they've got relatively offensive wards at the moment. The same for IG, actually. They've got some offensive wards up here as well, but not having that much vision of their own side. So they're kind of blind. See, in Treants, even being used to scout, just trying to figure out where the hell IG are so they can tell whether they need to stick around and defend it, or even if they can go and try and jump someone and attack them.
Yeah, they are going to pop a smoke here, LGD. They've got a few of them smoking up together. Prophet has not finished off the Mjolnir, but that's because right now he's focusing on having that buyback goal. That buyback last team fight was so important. And the Die Heroes, I think they're quite content with their current items. Queen of Pain picking up a Shiver's Guard, going to give them a lot more team fight presence. That's Park in trouble. Blink, Sheep, Slider stun actually missing, but there's going to be a second Sheep coming from Prophet. Prophet, the right-click damage too much. And now Panda popping the ultimate, but those Spirits actually taking a lot of damage, burning, Zhao 8, the Queen of Pain, getting them mixed up in the middle of things, as Morphling has finally come in with the BKB. Hex goes down on the Slider, Slider will drop, and Prophet just trying to get out, but a great silence coming from Park, as Prophet will drop. Yes, Blink, ulti, could it be enough? Doesn't look like it's CM the only one to drop, and IG looks like they're going to clean up here. Prophet buying back, but IG have already won the team fight.
Oh yeah, they sure have, and that Arganim Scepter doing so much damage on the enchant. She hasn't even hit level 3 yet on her ult. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot indeed. Prophet, though, opting to buy back and immediately goes down to the bottom lane just to cause some trouble, pushing down there, trying to basically pull them back, because you know he's worried. He's definitely worried about IG going to defense, which they kind of are. And I mean, they can afford to. Again, Morphling dropping the replication with his team, and then going down to hold off this Prophet push, and then possibly even just engage with Prophet, and then basically when he's done down here, swap straight back. And then continue pushing with his team, although they're not actually. They've decided to come down here. They might be going for Rosh. Rosh may be up soon. Oh, there we go. He does pop back. Leaving yet... Oh, no, those just regular illusions. Never mind. Just in the Manta illusions. Are they going to go for... Well, are they sitting around for Rosh? Yeah, they're there. They were indeed waiting for Rosh. They had the... I think that might actually belong to Enchantress. She did dominate one of those earlier.
I'm not actually sure who was it that spotted it. That's quite interesting. Whether or not LGD even know this. They probably do, simply because they wrote right down the time, know exactly when it spawned, and they are going to go look to get an initiation. IG are scared. They're going to back off here. Slider blinking in a bit too late, and here comes Park blinking his way in. And it looks like IG are going to try play this as safe as possible, but the problem is, if they don't engage, they're going to be giving up Roshan. It looks like now they've just settled to the fact they cannot take Roshan. They're just not in the position to fight here.
Yeah, they actually probably... They're not dead sure whether or not there are people. They probably guess there are people in there, but they didn't actually see Slider go in, I think. And obviously these guys that can blink in, they're teleporting there. As the fish goes down, although they're actually just trying to prevent people from going in and checking it out. Morphing does get Sheep. The Sheep is being popped. The BKB is being popped. And the blink out. Puck, though, getting a good Dream Coil off on the two supports. Going to try and take them out before they can be super effective. Down goes the air. Slider now in the mix. Drops the Crush. He's trying to figure out which is the real Morphling. He has selected the real one. The split, though, from the Panda and Brewmaster going to get stuck in as well. Slider very low. Pops the cheese. He got healed up massively there for a second.
It's got cheese and Aegis.
Oh, they have.
Cheese and Aegis both on Slider. He's going to respawn, but that's still trouble as IG have picked up the Prophet. Slider, is there a Frostbite? Yes, there is. Slider should probably go down here. They need maybe a few more heroes to focus him down. Morphlings can come back. Slider will drop. ES coming back in as Queen of Pain takes out Puck, and now ES on the run. We'll see himself go down, as well as the Vengeful Spirit. Queen of Pain going to be the only one left standing here, and IG, great team fight from them, may have just sealed themselves at least a Rax out of this, or Queen of Pain still doing damage though.
I would honestly be surprised if they don't get a Rax, or at least some towers, just because Prophet, no money for buyback this time around. Oh well, rather it's on cooldown for another 2 minutes, so they're going to get this bottom tower pretty easily, and I think they can probably push at least the base tower. I mean, they've got 30 seconds, Wolfing does a ton of damage, not even that much of a slash when it comes to pushing, so I think they'll get this for sure. They'll get this Rax for sure, I think.
Yeah, no, they should be able to get this as right now. Yeah, 4 heroes dead for a good 20 seconds. And look at this. Queen of Pain just sort of doing a bit of split pushing. Pushes out the mid lane, but decides not to actually go in there. Wants to TP back. I'm a bit surprised. We just thought Queen of Pain might just keep on pushing, but Morphling is back mid. Going to push that out and then maybe replicate in. But right now, IG, I mean, they're reluctant to go in. They're backing off. And ES about to respawn. Same for Prophet and Vengeful Spirit. They're not going to even get a tier 3 tower out of this. Wow.
They're just like, well, we heard Triumph and God say, yeah, they'll get this Rax easy. Let's make it interesting. Let's not grab it. So yeah, they were a little bit worried, I guess. Maybe they were worried that there might be a mass buyback, so they got jumped or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe they're just hoping to try and force some buybacks before backing out. Just checking the Radiant items. Once again, nothing new really on Crystal Maiden. Morphling with an Eagle Song now.
Yeah, he's going to be going for that butterfly gear, which will definitely help him out quite a lot here. I'm not sure. Do you get the evasion when you're sheeped? That's one thing I've never quite remembered.
I don't know. I'm not a huge. I'm not huge on the mechanics of those.
If you do, it's definitely a great item here. Even if you don't, it's still going to be a good item here, the butterfly, for the attack speed and evasion. But he's going to be spending a lot of the time as a little piggy because of this dire team wanting to focus him down so much. They've only got 2 sheep 6 at the moment, though. I say only. But right now, the dire team have not picked up that many new items simply because of how much they've been forced to buy back these last few fights. So it's only really the Radiant team who seem to be getting items. And here we're going to see IG, they found DDC, the Prophet in trouble, couldn't put the BKB, Sheep's the Morphling, but he can't TP out. The TP, oh no, he's TPing now, he does TP out just in time. That was very, very close.
Yeah, a little few seconds later, he would have been in a lot of trouble there. He's looking at the Earthshaker with still only the blink and the boots right now. He's definitely feeling a little povo. And all he can do is just Alpha Strike. All he's got pretty much up his sleeve is the Alpha Strike. Slater actually sprinting. I'm not sure about this. Could be in some serious trouble if he gets counterattacked. He's thinking about it. There are the pings though. There he does go in for it. Drops the stun. No, gets BKB. Doesn't get really damaged by that Frostbite at all. Doesn't get locked down. Puck moving with the silence. Does very little damage though. Does very little effect as well. Just that BKB on the Slater. Nullifying the effect. The Sheep now. The Mr. Scream though. That could be fatal. Another Sheep though on Puck. He will go down thanks to the secondary lockdown. As a swap out on Slater. Will he get away? There is some illusion damage. The Pandarans are chasing after him. Rather the Pandars, not their Pandarans. And the Rock will clean him up there. When in doubt, throw rocks by the looks of it. As now Furion trying to go toe-to-toe with Morphling. Not succeeding. This Morphling doing way too much damage. Do they deny the Crystal Maiden? Doesn't get denied. She will go down to the Queen of Pain's DOT. Queen of Pain now being run down by the Brewmaster. Can he do some damage here? They do split back though. Or rather, reform. As Morphling will try to run her down. Won't happen though. She will escape. As Park... I think he must have bought back. He is back in the mix. He must have done a BB. He does defend the bottom lane.
Buyback coming from him as LGD, once again, not the best fight for them. It was actually only a 3-for-3 trade. Their Queen of Pain did pick up a nice couple of kills there, but forcing a Puck buyback is going to help them as well. I mean, I just feel every fight they have, they're just not really gaining any ground. They maybe sort of stay somewhat equal, but the problem is Morphling, the later this goes, is going to get scarier and scarier. Keep on pushing these lanes up, does have that butterfly, and can just sort of start almost suiciding for towers and barracks, especially when he has buyback.
Queen of Pain incoming. Monkey King Bar, I think he's got 3k on him. He's already got the Demon Edge. Although he might save that for buybacks in this fight. If he wins the fight, then he'll get it. But yeah, to get buyback ready, he's going to hold on for buybacks just in case for this fight, because he knows this Rax is under pressure. Their Hex now on Morphling. Morphling in some trouble. Does get hit by that Scream. Will back up successfully though. Getting away. They're waiting for Prophet before they go full in and try and mount this defense. They're just going to try and hold off the creep wave. Although it looks like there is not a big push from IG. They will back off, and it looks like Queen of Pain may have the opportunity to grab her at Monkey King Bar if she so wants it.
Yeah, the late game DPS Queen of Pain, I feel like this is the 3rd, 4th or 5th time we've seen it this tournament. It's just been oh so common as teams have been love picking up this Queen of Pain, go for that BKB and just damage build. And yeah, I mean right now, IG playing it safe. They don't want to throw away this game. I mean, they feel like they have the slightly better late game with this Morphling, but the problem is Dire Team, with all their Sheep Sticks, and with decent damage coming out from Queen of Pain as well as Prophet, they can take down heroes fairly quickly here. Although, as mentioned earlier, Prophet has not picked up a new item in about 15-20 minutes, I feel.
Yeah, well, his money has been going to buybacks, from the looks of it. As there is an possible engagement here, that's Smoke moving, Queen of Pain about to get jumped. She's seen them though. Will she activate the BKB in time? Gets Sheep, puts down her own Hex though, also taking a lot of damage. Furion is in the mix. Echo Slam from the air. Morphling waveforms in. The BKBs are activated left, right, and center. Crystal Maiden gets wiped out. So is Enchantress. Nobody dead yet on the dire side. As I say that, down goes to Queen of Pain also looking very low on health. Gets stunned once again. She will go down to the Brewmaster's Panda Split. As this is not looking good. The buyback though from Queen of Pain. This is why she was holding onto her cash. She will be back in the mix very soon. The Cyclone being used there on the Slardar. Down goes the Vengeful Spirit, although we've still got Fury in the mix. Sonic Wave getting thrown in. Zao about to go down. He does get cleaned up. Prophet still hammering away on the Brewmaster. Look at that damage. Puck deciding, you know what, screw it, I'm out of here. I don't want to fight this. He is going to blink out though. He's being chased by Queen of Pain in the meantime though. Down goes the Brewmaster, and now it's can Puck get away from Queen of Pain? Does Phase Shift? Will he get away? He's being intercepted now by the... No? Where did Prophet go? Cancelled the port, I think. It's Hex and then Blink out.
Yeah, he's got Hex, Blink, and we didn't even use Blink. Just Illusionary Orb alone was enough. He could have blinked if Queen of Pain tried to chase, but in the end, I mean, they get another very even team fight. And I think that slightly helps IG, but IG were hoping to maybe get a team fight more to their advantage so they can push and get a rack, but Morphling going down forced a buyback, and same thing happening to the Queen of Pain. So both teams sort of losing their main DPS hero, but this late in the game, Morphling without buyback means IG have to play very safe for the next 5 minutes until that buyback is off cooldown, because they do not want to risk losing this Morphling.
No, they definitely do not. They lose that Morphling, it's going to be very hard. Well, I'm assuming the Queen of Pain and Furon are back up, or even if they take it Furon, but obviously if he's got a buyback left up and they don't, Furon can just go, you know what, buyback, instantly in the fight, or instantly slamming onto a rack. So we've seen this from Danny, like get killed in the team fight, win the team wins the team fight, and then instantly buyback and just take a racks because nobody's left really to defend against him. It's very, very powerful. And Nature's Prophet appears to be built, well, he's got another 4.7k save. Wow, he's really just holding on to that money right about now.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, buyback is so important, and what's he going to buy? He's going to probably finish off the Mjolnir, but right now, if he finishes off the Mjolnir, he's not going to have enough gold for buyback, so he's just sort of sitting onto whatever gold he has. Maybe when he gets around 6k gold, that's when he'll be looking to use that to get the Mjolnir, although, I mean, at this point, maybe not even going to go for a Mjolnir, because I don't think it gives him a huge boost to his DPS. He might be better off getting something like an MKB or a Daedalus here.
Now, Morphling has finished that butterfly. I noticed a few people in the chat are ragging on Chinese and say, oh, you know what, it takes at least 50 minutes for the Chinese teams to actually do any action. Guys, you need to watch DK. It's not, they play different games. Like, they will sometimes go for the early game. Like, DK has taken, more games I've seen DK take a 20-minute racks than I have seen them try and fight the late game. It really depends what kind of strategy the teams feel like in the drafting phase, whether or not they want to try and fight early or whether or not they want to go late. Now, in this situation, IG decided they want to try and fight late. They instantly banned the DK and a whole bunch of push. They said, you know what, we don't want to go for this early game. This time around, we want to try late game. We want to have this Morphling or whatever carry they were hoping to get. So, you know, it really varies. It's not the Chinese will farm guaranteed. They have a very, 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 very meta game.
At the same time, it's not just them saying, okay, we're picking a Morphling, we want to play for the late game. If they had an early game advantage, they would have been looking to push around 20, 30 minutes in, get the tower advantage, get that snowball effect going. But this game has been even all game long, which is when teams play as safe as possible and don't go for those all-in pushes. When games are this even, that's when they go for the game's going 60 minutes because the two teams are even. If one team got ahead, got that advantage, then the game would have only lasted 30, 40 minutes. But it's gone this long because the teams are even and because they do not want to take any risks. The games in Europe, when you have the European games, when the teams are even, they do go a lot shorter because teams still play a lot more aggressive. They play high-risk Dota. The Chinese teams, they won't play high-risk Dota. But with that said, they're not looking to make games go 60 minutes. They're just looking to push when they know it's safe.
Indeed, indeed. She has managed to upgrade her boots, has picked up phase boots at the moment. Just looking for some major items in this park. Brewmaster's finished his scepter, although this late in the game it's not going to be as effective as he would have wanted. Park has picked up a gem. I'm guessing they're just going to use that to get some map control, get rid of all the wards. That will be a big thing. Late game, map vision is quite important. Even more so, just see, because one good jump or one good team fight in the late game can really seal the deal. And they know Rosh is up. I think both teams know. Yeah, both teams know Rosh is up at the moment. And they're about to wander into the fight here, and it looks like we will have an engagement in the jungle. The Wave of Terror, the Crush there on Crystal Mage. She will get instantly destroyed. Puck is in, pops down the Dream Call, 4-man Dream Call. The BKBs have been popped. Sonic Wave gets thrown in, but there goes a right click damage from Zhao. He just waveform in. Enchantress managed to extricate herself, and it looks like we're going to lose Prophet here in a second. Cheat down on the Zhao. We're going to lose Morphling as well. Morphling is down and out. The Whirlwind there on Slardar. Slardar's still in the mix, relatively high health. We're going to lose, oh wow, buyback there from the Prophet. Prophet straight back into the fight. This is the power of Nature's Prophet. Those buybacks so damn effective with Puck. Base shifting, and Chuan in some serious trouble. Gets bashed there. Chuan is down, and Puck gonna try and enter a jaunt out. No, he's dead, and the gem is on the ground.
Morphling buyback on cooldown. It's only on cooldown for about 25 seconds, but Prophet can just TP top and take this Rax by the looks of it. I'm surprised Prophet is not top at the moment. This Rax is completely bare. Hand is going to go defend this, but I may be scared that Morphling will have buyback in 10 seconds now, but they're going to keep their racks alive. They're going to give LGD Roshan, but they just got a big fight, and you can see, even now, with that big fight, they don't want to go look for the racks because they are scared that Morphling will buy back, and even heroes like Enchantress or Puck could just buy back and catch him by surprise. So they're playing it as safe as possible. Get the cheese, get the Aegis, grouping up at mid. LGD, I mean, they're dealing with this late game Morphling fairly well.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, I think that was the right choice, because Morphling was literally, like you said, like almost ready to buy back. And there he goes. He knows the offense is coming now, so they're going to force the buyback anyway, plus have an Aegis. It seems like it was the right choice in the end, because I really doubt they would have managed to get a Rax in about that 5 or 15 seconds that they had to try and push.
Yeah.
And also, they've got to remember, like, they've lost Prophet's buyback now as well. He doesn't have, it looks like he's also building a Monkey King bar. He's picked up a Demon Edge. Yeah.
Either MKB, or it could be a Daedalus, but I'd say it's likely to be an MKB here. It's such a useful late game item, and against a Morphling who has Butterfly, I'd say it's almost a given. And he could just buy that now. There's no need to save for buyback because his buyback's on cooldown for 3.5 minutes. After 3.5 minutes, he'll have refarmed that buyback gold. So I'd say he's just going to buy that right away, right now. Because if there's a fight that breaks out, he wants to have that MKB. There's no point sitting on 4k gold, which you can't even use for buyback. So we'll see what he does here. But yeah, IG, they're on the back foot now. Morphling, no buyback for a while. He's bought a Helmet of Domination, so just using up his gold since his buyback is on cooldown. As there we go, Prophet buying out that MKB.
Also, Assault Curious done on Slardar, just being shipped out right now. So it's a lot of negative armor now. A lot of negative armor being thrown around by the Dire team, and it's going to hurt Morphling somewhat. Because, I mean, they've got a lot of right-click damage now. They've got Queen of Pain. She's got her Monkey King bar. They've got the Monkey King bar now on the Righteous Prophet. Slardar's not exactly doing a minimal amount of damage either. And when you're stacking on so much negative armor, Morphling is definitely going to have to watch out, just because he can't rely on that huge armor bonus just from being an agility hero. Just gets a massive armor bonus out of that, but can't rely on that now. Thinking he's going to grab a Satanic, like once he's lost the bite, like once he's got that cash saved up once again, I think all he's got left to do now is Satanic and maybe Travels. I mean, he could try for the Travels for supreme ability, but he's already been using that Replicate very, very well, just to stay mobile across the map. And this is possible engagement. This bottom tower here, they've got the Aegis. They've got that cheese as well. Just swap out. Great swap. Morphling about to get destroyed. That's there, I think, is a game-winning swap from BS. And it's at least going to get them a Rax, I'm pretty damn sure. Just because that Morphling, no buyback right now. They're in some serious trouble. The Echo Slam, the Blink in. They're going to lose Enchantress as well. Queen of Pain all over their case. The Brewmaster about to lose his last Panda as well. And GG being called by IG. They know this is it. They've lost to the Morphling for 80 seconds. They lost the Enchantress as well. They're going to lose all their... they took no heroes in that fight. They're going to lose all their Raxes now as well. Or even they could just even try to throw it. They've only got Puck left to defend. Brewmaster is still in the mix, but he's not going to be enough in this late game fight.
Really nice game from LGD. They held it together late game, even against a late game hero like Morphling, just using what they had, the Queen of Pain, the Prophet, and they're just proving that having those ranged heroes, they can kite a lot better. They've got great mobility around the map with the teleport and the blink, and that can be even better late game than a hero like Morphling.
And that VS, those swaps, like the swap on mid, stopping that push, getting the Morphling picked off, and this swap now on that push again, isolating Morphling, just allowing his team to destroy him before he could even be a problem. That was fantastic. I've got to say, the underfarm VS in this game, probably MVP right there.
Yeah, he's had some fantastic swaps throughout the game, and just all around great play from LGD. VS doing what was needed, getting the gem, doing as much dewarding as possible. Prophet, constantly using that buyback to just, would always be dying in those team fights, so it would just come back with a vengeance, and in the end, LGD get a much-needed win, especially after losing a game to MUFC earlier, and this is going to make this Group B very interesting. This Group B, LGD, Orange, IG, and IGD and MUFC. So you've got the two top Malaysian teams and two very scary Chinese teams as well. Group
B was already the group of death, and now we've thrown IG into the mix. It's just got even worse. That's absolutely nuts. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You've been listening to Triumph of Man and God's Cast, the Gigabyte Dota Masters Tournament. Now, we will be back, I think, pretty shortly with Orange versus IG. Once again, so if you want some more IG action, here it comes.